Hello, and in today's video, it's another in-person video. We're going to be talking about tokens for Star Wars Unlimited. So I'm going to start by talking about the tokens that you'd get in the pre-release box, or yeah, it's just, I think you get it in the starter pack as well, and it's these tokens. These might be quite small in here. I'm just going to pour them all out. So these are the standard tokens that you'd get in Star Wars Unlimited. I might zoom in and to show you. I think that looks a little bit better. So I'll do that now. So these are the normal tokens that you would get for Star Wars Unlimited. Other than this. This is like a plastic initiative token. But I don't have the normal one because just imagine that's cardboard as well. So you get a bunch of ones, you get fives that are like 5 on each side, and these are 1 on each side, and you get a 10, which is 10 on each side. You also get these X's. These are for epic actions, like using like a base's epic action like ECL or Tarkin Town. You would just put that on the base. You get 2 of them, and you'd use the other one for when you deploy your leader and he gets defeated, just to remind yourself, oh, can't really see it that well, but to not deploy the leader again. And to be honest, these are perfectly fine if you're just getting into the game and you're just learning how to put the tokens down and you want to like show your damage. So I've got these cards from my last video. So say I'm gonna zoom out again. Right. So say you're playing Rose Yellow and you're into the game and you've got a lot of these ones. Or say you've got 4 ones, a 10, and it's taken up quite a bit of space here, like because with the ones, for me anyway, they take up quite a bit of space. And say you deploy Rose and she's a 6 cost, and say you've got 4 damage, or even 3 damage, that's like you need to go and find 3 of these tokens. So it looks a little bit clustered like this. Also, I don't have any here, but let me see. Oh, I was hoping that was a experience token. Any experience tokens and shield tokens and stuff like that is not given to you like this. It's cards, so you would put a experience token underneath the card or a shield underneath the card to show that they are shielded or have experience tokens on them. Me personally, I hate having to fumble around with cards, just trying to put them on the cut, like underneath the card, especially if you're playing a deck like Tarkin or Rey, which is like experience token heavy. Having that many cards underneath your card also doesn't look the best, but it's also very fiddly to get it underneath there. So yeah, this is what you would expect to get in the basic Star Wars Unlimited. But there are alternative options, and I'm going to show you my personal favourite one. So these are tokens from Lasergaming, and what I like about these tokens are they are plastic. They feel better than just the standard. So here's a 1. Like you can just tell the difference here. Like these are a lot clearer, I think, than these. A lot I think they just look better. So the difference between these ones are, so the normal ones, oh, let me see. The normal ones are 1 on one side and then 1 on the other side. But with these Lasergaming ones, it's 1 on one side and 3 on the other side. This is the best thing about these tokens, is that they're double-sided and they've got different numbers on each side. So with the 5, it's 5 on one side and 10 on the other side. Instead of having a 1, a 5 and a 10, you have just a 1, 3 and a 5, 10. I might zoom in again just to show you this a little better. Especially when it comes to marking damage on things. So I'll move these out the way. So say you have Rose again, and they say 1 damage, and then the next turn they do 2 additional damage. You just flip it over and turn it into a 3, rather than looking for, let me see, I think that looks a lot better than this, and like even 4. Rather than having 4 individual ones, you would have 2. And then say they do 1 more, it turns it into 5. So that's one of the main positives about these tokens, is that it's just a lot more condensed, a lot more precise, and it's a lot easier to, for me, a lot easier to kind of switch in between. Like, you don't need to, especially the 1 to the 3, that's because of the amount of like ping damage and a lot of stuff that does 3 damage or 2 damage after you've dealt 1, just to conceal, like, not conceal, what's the word I'm looking for? Just to have it within 1 token is a lot better for me. So that's one thing about these tokens. So another thing is that you get these experience tokens. So they're +1/+1, and then +2/+2 on the other side. So instead of putting 2 experience token cards, you would just put 2 like this. As well as that, you can get these shield tokens. So you could put a shield on like this and have the experience like that, instead of stacking them with cards. So I also like the design of these shields. It looks kind of like you'd know that's a shield. Like, it looks like an actual shield, if you know what I mean. I think that's, yeah. It's not double-sided, that's the only thing. As well as that, so I got like the standard pack. So this isn't sponsored by Lasergaming, so I can kind of say the kind of negatives about some of the tokens is that you get, I guess for beginners it's good, but like Sentinel, like, I don't think I've ever used this. Like, say Rose is a Sentinel, you'd put it there. But to me, I would just know when something's a Sentinel. And a lot of the time, you are helping your opponent if you're doing stuff like that. And a lot, like, I play quite competitively, and a lot of the time I don't want to tell opponents, like, so say there's a reminder. So I would use this when maybe something is no good to me dead. So it means that like this would be exhausted, and if I put that there, it's just to say, like, remember, don't ready it up again. But to be honest, I don't use these that much either. These are, you can use them for anything. It's to, like, say something's got raid 1 for this phase, you could like put it there and just say remember there's something about this unit that you would like to happen. Because a lot of the times if you don't remember and you do the turn, that's it. So yeah, these are quite good for beginners if you want to just remember things about your unit. Some other tokens that you get in this set, so I'll move Rose out the way, are these temporary +1, +2s. I think they're, yep, same again, they're +1 one side and then +2 the other side. So these are good if you have a temporary buff for the phase. You can put it here, and then at the end of the phase, just, I guess I can bring Rose back. So say, I don't know, there's a card that gives her +1/+1 for the phase. You'd know that this is different from an experience token because they look completely different, and they, yeah, you would just know that at the end of the phase you just take that off and then you're back to your experience token. So I can't say I use these that much either because I just remember. But again, for beginners, these are really good for reminding people, like, you have more damage here, you have more health than you would have normally. What other tokens are there? There's this one, the initiative token. So here is the, where is it? The initiative token I usually use is this one. I do like this one. I like the feel of it. I like the look of it. It's not double-sided, but I like the half rebel sign, the half empire sign. And over time, this one's gotten a little bit like scuffy and like not as clear. But to be honest, I do prefer this initiative token to this one. But this is very clear on this is the initiative token. I guess if both players have it, you can turn it round if you don't have the initiative token and turn it up when you do have the initiative token. That's a good thing about it. But I just think it's a little bit too big. It's not overly big, I guess, but yeah, it's still good though. I like the colours. What else? There are a main difference is I was saying about these X's. So say I'll bring the base back. So you've got your base. Just pretend that's an ECL base. So usually you'd do that. Whereas the Lasergaming one looks a little bit similar, but it's two lightsabers that are crossed to make the cross, which I like. And I think that just looks a lot better than that. Similar, but I think it's just like a much higher quality compared to that. Right. As well as that, you also get these. So I'll flip Rose back over. So say you have done something, or your opponent has done something to you, you could put -2. So to say, like, you have 4 health now. Oh, that's like right there. So, and say you've buffed something, you can do that to give it +1. Again, good for beginners. I don't really use these that much. Yeah, the only ones I use regularly are all of these. So the 1, 3, 5, and 10 tokens, they are essential for any game. Some people use dice. I just think these look a little bit better. The experience tokens, when they are applicable, you also get these +3. I think you get a +4, or maybe it is just 1 +3. I think you get 3 of these ones and 1 +3, because a lot of the time you don't have more than 4 experience on something. A lot of the time it is 1 or 2. And the shields. So if you are wanting to get like high quality damage counters, experience tokens, or shields, I highly recommend the Lasergaming ones because I think they're great. Anything else, it would be if you are just getting into the game and you need that reminder of the +2, you need this is a Sentinel. Oh no, I also do use the crosses. I don't use it. Oh, I don't use it for my leader, so I only use one. But yeah, anything else is more steered towards beginners. So you've got your tokens. Where do you store your tokens? So before, I used to store them in the deck pods carrier, I guess. And it's, I'll zoom out. So I'd store them in this. But I would regularly just put them all in, so I'll do that. So yeah, I would store them in like this, in the deck pods. I don't know, container, which is, right, it's fine, but I would constantly be like, where's this, where's that, and move everything around to try and get the right stuff, which is pretty annoying. You could, a lot of the time at the start of the game, I would like take them out like this, and like have some of them ready, but it's so annoying to do that. And when you're playing and you need a 1 or you need a 3 and you need to turn it into a 5, and your opponent's kind of just over there waiting, it is quite stressful to be honest. So yeah, this is the first part of a 2-part video, I'm sorry to say, where I talk about the token box that I am now using to store my tokens instead of this, and I'll show you right now. It is the Lasergaming token box, and in the next video I'm going to be talking about everything about it, the good things, the bad, and why you should or shouldn't consider getting one of these. So thanks for watching this one. The token box video should be going out like right after this one. So if you've watched this far, this should be a recommended video somewhere to show you this video. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions on any other videos or any other tokens I should talk about, let me know in the comments down below. Thanks. Bye.